smallest amount to go forward, what would you tell them about staying strong and believing in yourself and just not letting the naysayers push you out?
I would absolutely say to them to persevere. That no matter what you're facing, no matter what you're going through, no matter the station that you are in life, one decision literally can change the whole trajectory of your life. And I'm living that every day. Every day that I get up and I'm able to work my job and come down here to my shop at night, I stand in this room and I'm in awe because one decision I made to pursue candle making put me in this position, which is going to change not only to the trajectory of my life, but the trajectory of the lives of my children and my grandchildren. And so I would say stay in it. Find out all you can. Push toward the best way that you can. Sometimes you got to barter. You got to do what you got to do to get where you need to be. And don't give up. Like, it's hard. This is hard. But you got to know that what you're doing and what you're pursuing outweigh all of the insanity and all of the moments of disdain. You got to just push through.
Yes. Cassandra, when you talk about, I could hear that in your voice as well. And you talked about the ability to persevere. I think about it, both Valda and I being businesswomen as well, thinking about, the persevering through the years. If you were to start, this is one of my favorite questions, if you were to start all over again today, is there anything that you would do differently? So if we look at women that might be wanting to start a business, but if you had a chance to start it all over again today, is there anything you would do differently?
Oh, yes, I would have.
It's not like a maybe. That's like, yes.
Oh, yes, I would have started sooner. Don't wait. Don't wait. Do not wait. Time. We've got to understand that time is not promised to us. And once it's gone, you can't get it back. I'm 51. I wish I would have did this 20 years ago because I feel like I'm walking in my stride. I'm being true to me. I'm able to do the things that I want to do and make the decisions I need to make. And there's nothing like that freedom. There is freedom with entrepreneurship that I never knew before. There is freedom in this. And a lot of times we're looking at entrepreneurs and we're thinking, oh, they're doing this and they've got to work harder. Yeah, but why work harder for anybody than you? You worth it. Your family is worth it. What you do matters.
Wow. Now, you mentioned that you would do it sooner, and that's good. So I hope that people now who are sitting there thinking, well, when I grow up, and you're already grown, so just jump on it. But what about this whole social media thing you were saying? You were talking about the resources available on social media. And I know some people are afraid of social media because it can be negative and it can be horrible. But I came to know you through social media. I saw your postings and things. What would you say to people who, I think social media is misused? I guess that's what I'm getting to. What would you tell them if they're out there trying to find people who are doing things or trying to find people who lift them up? What things should they post and not post? Because sometimes it's a lot of stuff you shouldn't be putting out there.
I'm the queen of that. So I would say first, find your group. Facebook has done some remarkable marketing, and I wish they was paying me to say this. Because I am probably in 10 candle making groups. So find your tribe, okay? And once you find your tribe, there's a little search feature. Go in that search feature and ask your questions. So, and because time, I'm going to tell you, somebody else already had that question too. In fact, 25 other people done had it. And that's why they have that search feature. And then also, when you're on social media, make connections with people who are doing what you want to do. If you want to be a successful author, start following successful authors. Follow them on Twitter, follow them on Facebook, follow them wherever they are, you go to. Because what'll happen is 9 times out of 10, they're going to start dropping nuggets all day long because that's what we do. We talk about what we do. And even world famous writers and we talk about what we do. The other thing is when one of the things I had to learn with social media is this. If my timeline was negative, it was because I was allowing negative people in. So I had to go through and clean up my timeline because there were some things I didn't want to read, I didn't want to see, I didn't want no parts of. So, there's a feature. Unfollow, because now, even in my timeline now, my timeline is generally uplifting, positive things because I don't want that negative stuff, but I choose what I see on my timeline. And that's the thing, you got to understand that you can choose, and you can choose by unfollowing, delete, block, because your timeline is a reflection of what you want to see. Also, I've learned to not hemorrhage on social media.
Yeah.
Listen, there is no need in martyring yourself on social media because they do not care. Okay, listen. You may get 2 minutes of, oh, I'm sorry, but child, people move on in 15 minutes. Find you a good friend, find you a therapist or whatever you need, but do not let it all hang out on social media. I have been there for you. Do not. Don't do it.
Yes, yes. All right, Cassandra, I've got to go back and I had looked at your candle website, but I'm like, looking at the names of these candles. Baby Come Back, Make Him Eat It, wait, Honey Bourbon Surprise, and Spa Day. Tell me a little bit about how you're coming up with the names of these candles.
The candle names literally come to me while I'm making the candles, because I believe everything should be done with love. So when I'm making candles, I have old school R&B music playing, songs when they were singing about being in love and all that stuff. And so that's where the candle names come from. It's really the scent that I'm mixing. Make Him Eat It. One of the things I do is I walk up to people and I stick candles in their face and I'm like, smell this. And I always ask them, what does it smell like? And for that particular candle, 90% of people's like, oh my God, it makes me hungry. It makes me want to eat. It makes me want to eat cake. So make him eat it, and so I laugh because people literally write the name of that candle and slide it to me like, I want that candle. They will not say make him eat it, and I'm like, it's not a big deal. It's cake. It smells like cake, I promise. And so and it also speaks to who we are, as people, like, make him jealous. Okay, well, if he was home doing what he was supposed to do, he wouldn't worry about being jealous. He know that was just a candle you're burning. That's why it smells like a man in here, because it's a candle. So it's taking those things. And then I'm a writer, so I like to play with words too. Honey Bourbon Sunrise is one of my favorite candles because it always makes me think about that debaucherous girl trip I took so many years ago. Right? You take that walk of shame early in the morning. Good smelling scent, and so it's just those things and playing with words. And I love for when people get my candles and they go, oh my goodness, that made me think about the summer of 1982. And I'm like, yay, because that was a good memory for them. So I want them to have that good memory.
Wonderful. Well, Cassandra, I'm sure our listeners would love to follow you or reach out to you. What is the best social media or website for them to reach you?
On all social media platforms, I am Black Girl Candle Company, or I am Cass Durham.
Wow. Well, I know that I am inspired by you. I'm sure that there are many people who have thought, well, shoot, if she could go through all of that, because you have been through the fire, girlfriend, and you still are like, hey, I'm awesome like that. I'm moving forward. The only regret I have is that I didn't do this already. Then I'm sure that there will be many more who are inspired to move forward. Any final thoughts?
Thank you for having me. I hope people are inspired to move forward in spite of, we're living in a pandemic, but what's going to happen after the pandemic? Move forward. Don't stop.
Awesome. Perfect. Thank you, Miss Cass Durham, for just turning us on. And let me tell you, I will tell you, go buy those candles because they are amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great one.
Thank you. I'm Valda Ford.
And I'm Rochelle Rice.
And we have tried to elevate you because, Rochelle,
we are committed to elevating the next generation of women in leadership.
And we will see you next time. Stay tuned to our amazing podcast where we bring you women who give you great content that elevates and inspires. Bye bye.
Okay, we are clear.
All righty. Oh,